Hello, it's Jasmine. Today I thought that I would sit down with you guys and talk about some things that I've been loving in quarantine. So this is like a little quarantine favorites video, spring favorites. I know it's not spring, it's summer now. It's like ridiculously hot today. I am really sorry if you can hear the AC in the background. I was gonna keep it off while I filmed this video, but it just got too hot. I'm in my underwear, in case anyone wanted to know. It's 81 degrees. But New York is so wet, moist in the summer. Anyways, I have my lemon water here with me and a small list. So let's just get started. The first category that I'm gonna get into is skincare and makeup. A lot of you guys ask how I keep my skin so clear, but honestly, I think it's like 90% genetics because half of the time I don't even take care of my skin properly. But recently I've been loving this moisturizer. This is Tatcha the water cream. I'm just gonna read what it says online. It's an oil-free anti-aging water cream that releases a burst of skin improving Japanese nutrients, powered botanicals, and optimal hydration for poreless looking skin. This moisturizer is really expensive. It's like $68, but I decided to invest in it after I used Sephora's little sample size. My skin right now is currently leaning towards dry. It used to be like combination, kind of oily, but now it's dry for some reason. I used to use the Be Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. This leaves my skin still really dry. So then I just started using Laneige Cream Skin Refiner Mist. This is really good for those with really dry skin because it leaves your skin so moist and glowy. But the thing is, when I use this in this hot weather, it leaves my skin very oily. That's why the water cream is really good because it's non-oily and it leaves my skin like perfectly moisturized. That was a really long spiel about one cream. I realized that I've been using a face mask in like every single vlog and all of you guys comment about it, so I'm gonna share the face masks I use. I use these two face masks and they're both by the same brand, Jejun. This one is an intensive shining mask. It's a 3-step hydrating, so it includes essence, eye cream, and then the mask. I always use this when I get too lazy to do proper skincare, or when my skin is feeling really dry and just crusty. I use this one. This mask is an essential calming mask, so I use it sometimes when I get like skin irritation from like allergies and whatnot. It includes grapefruit essential oil and tea tree leaf oil that tightens your pores and refreshes your skin. I'm gonna move on to makeup now, and I have 3 favorites to share. The first 2 are by Glossier, and it is Glossier Sky Wash. I got these in Echo and Terra. It is a powder finish formula, silky blendable color that melts into the skin. A little bit adds some depth to the eye area, add more for a refined modern wash of color. Terra is a burnt sienna while Echo is a cocoa brown. For my makeup, I love using colors with orange undertones because I feel like it just suits my skin tone better, which is why I chose these 2 shades, but these 2 are great for natural makeup. My next favorite is this 3CE lipstick in Inked Heart. I've been using this for like 2 years. It's by far one of my favorite lipsticks. This is like a light burnt orange lipstick. I love using this lip product not only on my lips but also on my cheeks. I'm wearing both of them right now, and sometimes when I have leftover pigment on my fingers, I just also dab it onto my eyes. I'm gonna apply some more right now. I'm gonna move into food. I love food so much. The first thing that I have to share with you guys are green tea noodles. This is what they look like. I don't think if you guys know this, but I fucking love matcha. Like, I fuck with matcha so hard. This is by J Basket and it's called Japanese green tea noodles, and they taste so good. I literally eat it like 3 times a week. I don't have much to say about this other than you should get it because it basically pairs with anything you put in it. My second food favorite are mochi muffins. This is one right here. I just baked some like 2 days ago. I've been baking them so much. I think I baked them like 4 times already, and I love making the flavors matcha and ube. This is an ube one. So good. These are really chewy. They're basically just baked crispy mochi. I also love how this isn't as sweet because I don't really like too sweet things. Perfect level of sweetness. I'll share the recipe with you guys down below in the description box. So if you guys want to make these and try it out, I literally eat like 1 or 2 every day. My next favorite is an art product, and it is this red ink that I've been loving. I'm gonna butcher this. Pilot Fuyugaki Iroshizuku ink. At first, it started out as a school assignment because my printmaking professor told us to use dip pen and to do our homework. But now, it is one of my favorite mediums. I love using red ink because I love red. I don't know if you guys know, but I went through like a whole red phase last year in freshman year. I have one book rec. I'm really bad at reading books. My attention span is so short. But when I do really get into a book, I can read it super fast. This book is called Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. I'm not gonna spoil it, so I'm just gonna read the back. When he hears her first Beatles song, Toru Watanabe recalls his first love, Naoko, the girlfriend of his best friend Shizuki. Immediately, he is transported back almost 20 years to his student days in Tokyo, adrift in a world of uneasy friendships, casual sex, passion, loss, and desire, to a time when an impetuous young woman called Midori marches into his life, and he has to choose between the future and the past. This book took me like 2 hours to read. I also started reading 2 other books by Murakami, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle and Kafka on Shore, but I've yet to finish them. I read this book back in like April, I want to say. I love his writing. It's very surreal yet intimate at the same time. Relatable, but not very relatable. It's written in first person, which I normally don't enjoy, but for some reason I really enjoyed this one. The whole book played out like a film in my head. So yeah, if you guys have a chance to read this, please read it. You'll love it. Now I'm gonna talk about some film favorites. I've been watching a lot of shows on Netflix recently. The way I chose these films is that I chose the ones that left me thinking, wow, that was so beautiful, that was shot so cinematically well. I have 4 films to share with you guys. The first film is called Burning. It is a Korean psychological thriller that is directed by Lee Chang-dong. This film is based on a short story called Barn Burning by Haruki Murakami, which is probably why I like this so much. I won't spoil this film, just like I won't spoil the next 3 films, so I'll just read you the storyline. The movie depicts a young delivery man, Jung-soo, who runs into his childhood friend, Haimi. She asks if he'd mind looking after her cat while she's away on a trip to Africa. On her return, she introduces to Jung-soo an enigmatic young man named Ben, who she met during her trip. And one day, Ben tells Jung-soo about his most unusual hobby. The ending to this film is there's no definite answer. It's based on like what you think happened. I think that this film depicts social class inequality within South Korea really well, and it was also shot so well. Like the whole mood within this film was so surreal but intimate. The next film is called Time to Hunt, and it is a Korean dystopian action thriller that is directed by Yoon Sung-hyun. It is set in a dystopian South Korea. The film follows a group of friends who plot a heist and find themselves hunted down by a mysterious assassin after accomplishing the mission. The lighting within it was so beautiful. Damn, these some good actors. The film starts out really slow, but suddenly at one point it like the third film that I have to share with you guys is called Moonlight, and it is a coming-of-age film that's directed by Barry Jenkins. It is based on Terrell Alvin McCraney's unpublished semi-autobiographical play In Moonlight, Black Boys Look Blue. The film presents 3 stages in the life of the main character, called Sharon, his youth, adolescence, and early adult life. It explores the difficulties he faces with his sexuality and identity, including the physical and emotional abuse he endures growing up. This film was so beautiful, like for all the other films that I've been talking about. It made me cry, and I don't really usually cry watching movies. And the lighting used within this movie was, hopefully I'm not spoiling it, but this one quote, the main character says, "You're the only one who's ever touched me." Even now when I hear it, I still get the chills, but when I was watching it, it was like feeling loss of hope, sadness, but also transcendent beauty within it. I also forgot to mention, but this film was so powerful yet simple. Like, can we just pause and admire the scene? The last film that I have to share with you guys is called Waves, and it's directed by Terry Edwards Schultz. Set against the vibrant landscape of South Florida, it traces the emotional journey of a suburban family as they navigate love, forgiveness, and coming together in the aftermath of a loss. Not only did I love how this film was shot, oh my god, there's this bathtub scene where I was just like, so beautiful. Might be spoiling it, but the aspect ratio changes throughout the film, which I found to be really interesting. Something traumatic happens within Waves, and you as the audience, you kind of like heal along with all the characters in the film after that traumatic event, and that beautiful. Now I'm gonna move on to my last category, which is music. I have this habit of listening to the same exact song on repeat until I get tired of it, which could be like months. I love listening to music. I love just chilling. It helps me de-stress, or I just daydream when I listen. A lot of you asked me to share my Spotify playlist, but I'm not really proud of mine, so I'm just gonna link you guys to 2 of my friends' playlists down below in the description box. Anyways, I have 8 songs to share with you guys. I think I'm very open to any type of music. I just don't really prefer like hard rock or classical. The first one is called Tokyo Drifting with Denzel and Glass Animals. I don't really know how to describe music. I just like it when there's like hard beats, or if it's like really chill. A Prince by Jorja Smith. Love the album cover. I feel like this song is really great for like deep late night talks in like a dark room with a pretty colored light. I don't know, when I listen to music, I always imagine the setting where I would listen to it. Then I have Faith by The Weeknd. I love his whole album, After Hours, but this is probably my favorite song within it. Also, the lyrics are 10/10. And then I have Paranoid by Lauv. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know how to describe music. Girl on Your TV by TWST, TWST. My friend Ashley just showed it to me really recently. It gives me like very sad girl, kind of simpy vibes. All my songs are for like late at night. Oh my god, I forgot to mention a song. It's called The Other Side of Paradise, and it's by Glass Animals from their album How to Be a Human Being. My last 2 songs are both EDM. I know that some of you guys don't like it. I used to hate it, but I recently really got into EDM and like raving this year. Not gonna lie, I roasted ravers for like 3 years, and look at what I've become. The first EDM song is called No Service in the Hills, and it's a Nightmare remix. Nightmare is one of my favorite DJs. It's a remix with Cheat Codes feat Trippie Redd, Black Bear, and Princess Rosie. For EDM, I really like heavy bass, stuff I can headbang to. The last song is called Frontlines, and it's by Zeds, Dead, Nightmare Again, and Magree. Just thinking how nice it would be to be able to listen to this at a rave, but I don't know when that would happen. But yeah, this is everything that I've been enjoying in quarantine, my spring favorites. Thank you for listening to me talk for a long ass time. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you very soon. Bye! Boop! How to pose for a thumbnail. Oh, so good! Or this could be my thumbnail. I think this is fine.